Okay, we're rolling. Good morning, Benji.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little pillow talk this morning. Baseball, Friday, April 4th. We're on a bit of a heater, Benji. We're on a roll. We both won last night,
And we won the day before.
and we won the day before.
Did we win the day before that?
We won the day before. I I think maybe one the day before was that over under game, but I have not. I don't want it to. I think I'm on a bit of a roll right now. I haven't lost in a minute.
I honestly feel like I've only lost one or two times since we started.
Yeah, you for sure, for sure, for sure. And
Because
this
when you're
week is
like,
going.
oh, you're $19, I'm like, I don't know where you're getting that number from, but I'm doing very good.
Well, we started fresh from opening day,
Uh,
but you are doing very well. You are doing very well. You are doing very well for sure. And
okay.
yesterday you liked the over 9.5 runs with Boston and Baltimore, and I liked Tanner Houck, and the Red Sox won 8-4. Sure enough, so great. So now we have $30 and $29, and we're taking that money to the window today, as we've got the Toronto Blue Jays and Kevin Gausman visiting the New York Mets, who are being led by Tyler McGill, their pitcher. What do you think?
This is definitely more difficult than the bets we've won the last few times or two times. We're already forgetting. Um, I think Gaussman, really good picture. Not really good, but good. Had a good opening start so far. This is the second start. Maygill, same thing, pretty good. This is the Mets home opener.
Oh,
Yeah, so my brain then goes, all right. I mean, this is a prideful team between Alonso and Soto and Lindor, and I think they have a very proud team, and the Mets are going to be excited. The Mets fans, that is. And so my knee jerk is like, definitely don't write them off. But at the same time, I really think the Blue Jays are playing well. I really like Vladimir Guerrero. I like that Bichette bounced back like I knew he would. Um, I also don't forget about Tony Taters just being capable of anything.
sure.
I looked at the weather. It's like 60s, 50% humidity. Like, it doesn't really give anyone an advantage, I don't think. So I don't know. Part of me wants to do the over again because it's at 7.5.
It's low.
It's low. So my brain goes, despite liking both these pitching staffs, I don't think these guys are lights out pitchers. I think they'll both get pulled after giving up 2 to 3 runs after 5 to 6 innings. So if that happens, you're already almost there. And then you're really only asking for one of these bullpens to sort of get touched up to get to this over mark. Um, yeah, just because I don't really feel confident either way in either team winning, I
Yeah.
the Mets have an advantage. So I'm leaning over or just betting on the Mets. Um, what do you think?
I'm really like I'm really like hearing your thought process. Here's what I think. Knowing this game last night, I was looking at it and I liked Kevin Gossman and the Blue Jays. Okay. Kevin Gossman, again, getting money, getting plus money. Kevin Gossman, who was the underdog pitcher, plus 110 on the Blue Jays with Guerrero, with all these dudes. That was going to be my play. I know that McGill did have a great first start. He threw 6 strikeouts in 4 innings or 5 innings or something. He is pitching well. So I'm like, well, maybe there's pause here because McGill is certainly less of the name. If I'm just not that it's about like it was not enough. Like I'm gonna go on it. You bringing up, and I did not know this, that it's the Mets home opener and Juan Soto's first game as a Met for Met fans in City Field. That is meaningful to me. And I was wondering, why are the Blue Jays underdogs? Why is Taylor McGill the favorite pitcher? Well, that is why. I think it is because there's a home opener and there's a home field advantage. There's going to be crowd enthusiasm that's unique. I think people are going to come to play, and I think Soto's going to. I'd love to bet on something for Soto to do. That would be great. But knowing that, I'm leaning towards the over. I'm leaning towards over 7.5. Knowing all these things, you've convinced me. I was going to be a Blue Jays supporter. I don't like picking the Blue Jays on opening day in Citi Field. I just don't, especially with their new free agent. And there's so much hope in New York right now or in Queens right now. I think there's going to be some offense, even with these two good pitchers, and I'm going to bet the over.
Yeah, yeah, I think there will be some offense. I don't think these guys are lights out pitchers. I think they're good and they both have quality start potential. But again, if they both go 6 innings and let up 3 runs each, which I think is kind of who the type of pitchers they are, um, yeah, and then one of the bullpen pens gets a little touched up,
Here's the
we're
problem.
at 8 very easily.
4-3 is 4-3 is just different than 5-4. But I think it's going to be 5-4.
Yeah, but it can be 5-3.
That's true too. It can
So
be 5-3.
one team looking at both those offenses can just get to 5 runs, and then the team and the other team can just get to 3. I feel like that's not asking a lot. The,
Right. Asking 3 runs from either the Mets or the Blue Jays.
or like the Mets -1.5 plus 160, -1.5 runs plus 160. That's kind of intriguing. But again, I'm not surprised if the Blue Jays get to their pitching, but I don't know, but I just feel best about taking the over. I think these offenses are good. The offenses are better than their pitching, even though the pitching's good. I believe in both these teams' bats more than I believe in their pitchers today.
Yeah. Great. Great. And, um, and so often we've seen a great, you know, player, a great produce on their first day for their new club. So it's just so often the case. And I'm willing to bet on Juan Soto to do that today and get us over the total.
I also think these guys have these torpedo bats coming in the mail.
Yeah, man.
Like a lot of them found out about it, and then I've been hearing like they ordered them. They're coming. They're coming. So I think every day a torpedo bat is arriving at a team for some guy. So I think that's also whatever that means for whoever it is. But I think
Well,
that's a thing too. And if one of those guys get a torpedo bat today's their Amazon package with a torpedo bat.
I hope it's a prime day. Exactly.
Um, that could be the difference maker. So sure, take the over. We're already
Great.
already pretty low.
Torpedo bets. I think, let's do it before torpedo gets factored into the total. Let's do it. Okay, great. All right, so I'm on the over. Are
Over.
we okay? We are united with the over. Let's get some runs today.
What's that?
Let's get some runs today,
Yeah.
and let's have a great day.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, good morning, and it's great to see you, and we'll be in constant contact.
Awesome.
All right, bye.